Hi everyone, my name is Ayush and you are watching Just Tech. We are talking about the best budget used camera that you can buy right now. And the camera is none other than Sony a6300. Sony a6300 is a mirrorless camera with APS-C sized sensor. It has a 24 megapixel sensor and it was released in 2016. Now why did I say that this is the best used camera that you can buy right now? Well, you can find this camera at around $450 on eBay. The first thing that makes this camera still worth taking in 2022 and 2023 is because of its 4K capability. Yes, it can shoot up to 4K at 24 frames per second with no additional crop and at 30 fps with 1.6 crop. Slow motion at 1080p up to 120 frames per second, which is normally the slowest thing that you will ever find in a budget camera. It also has a built-in Wi-Fi with NFC connection. It also has a built-in mic jack. This camera is also capable of vlogging, although it has some cons that I will discuss it later, but it has pretty good autofocus. You don't have to worry about if it is focusing on you or not. So that is why, if you don't want to hassle around for a good autofocus, then this camera is for you. Also, for photographers, it can shoot at high fps. It can shoot at 11 frames per second continuous shooting. So if you are shooting something rapid, then you don't have to worry, because with good autofocus and 11 frame per second, you won't miss anything. There is not much difference between a6300 and a6400, which is the newer version of this camera, because both of them supports Sony picture profiles. It doesn't have HLG, but it has S-Log2, S-Log3 or Cine style profile. By recording through S-Log, you can capture some good dynamic range and edit in post-production with colors that you like. Although this camera is worth taking in 2022, let me tell you some of the cons that you have to battle with if you want this camera. The first thing is overheating. So it overheats a lot if you are recording in 4K continuously. At about 8 minutes or 10 minutes in direct sunlight, it will shut off. So if you are someone who likes to take some footage for a short period of time, then this camera has no issues for you. But if you are wanting to shoot long interviews at 4K, then possibly you might want to get another camera, or you might want some solutions. One of the solutions that I almost use is I always take this screen out of this so that the air flows in between the gap of screen and the camera body, and camera cools down pretty quickly. If you are looking for a vlogging camera, this might not be a good option because it doesn't have a fully tiltable screen, so you cannot see yourself while recording. Let me show you like this. You won't know if your face is still in the frame or you missed the shot. The third thing is it doesn't have any kind of stabilization, so your footage will look shaky if you are using some prime lens, if you are using some lens without any stabilization. You might want to use gimbal with this camera. So for the price, it is a bang for a buck. Go buy it, test it out. If you also feel the same, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.